Trump declares Tesla vandals terrorists, praises January 6 rioters for their politeness. Mar-a-Lago, FL. In a fiery press conference held at his Mar-a-Lago estate, former president turned current president again, Donald J. Trump condemned a group of Tesla dealership vandals as domestic terrorists, while simultaneously praising the rioters of January 6, 2021 as very fine, very respectful people. You didn't have this on January 6th, okay? I can tell you that, Trump said, shaking his head in what appeared to be disappointment that his supporters hadn't taken their insurrection game to the next level. You didn't have anything like this. I mean, we had people walking in, taking some nice selfies, putting their feet up, some very classy feet. By the way, but fire? No fire. These Tesla guys? Total losers. You light up one electric car, and suddenly it's a terrorist attack? Unbelievable. The Tesla vandals, a ragtag group of anti-Elon Musk activists, allegedly set fire to several showroom vehicles while chanting, "Subsidized billionaires must pay." According to law enforcement, no injuries or deaths have been reported, but a Cybertruck suffered what officials are calling cosmetic damage, which is frankly an improvement. The great January 6th rewrite. Trump took the opportunity to rewrite the history of the Capitol riot yet again, falsely claiming that the only person who died on January 6th was a wonderful, wonderful woman, Ashley Babbitt. When pressed on the death and injuries of Capitol police officers, Trump waved his hand dismissively. Fake news. These police officers, they love me, okay? I did more for police than anyone, ever. And let's be honest, some of those guys had strokes. Not my fault. I have people stroking out all the time around me. Have you seen Rudy? When reminded that over 140 officers were injured, Trump nodded sympathetically. Very sad. But were any Teslas harmed? No. So really, what are we even talking about? Presidential pardons for patriots and perpetrators alike. As the conversation shifted to his recent spree of presidential pardons, Trump beamed with pride. I let them all out. Every single one of them. The grandmas, the flag guys, even that weird shaman with the horns. I mean, come on, folks. How you not love a guy like that? Trump, whose administration has effectively turned pardons into a loyalty rewards program, has not only granted clemency to every January 6 convict, but is reportedly considering giving freedom medals to those who demonstrated strong patriotism by making Nancy Pelosi flee for her life. They didn't burn Teslas, Trump reiterated, as if that was the only metric by which criminal activity should be judged. They respected property, folks. Sure, they smeared a little, fecal matter on the walls, but that's nothing compared to what these Tesla guys are doing. What's next? Despite the ongoing Tesla controversy, Trump has announced plans to hold a rally for real patriots at a Ford dealership next week. Insiders suggest he will call for stricter penalties for Tesla vandals while simultaneously urging leniency for anyone caught ransacking government buildings. Make America great again. Buy American. Drive gas-powered cars. Folks, let's keep the coal industry alive. Coal is beautiful, he declared before departing on his golf cart, which appeared to be emitting an impressive cloud of black smoke. As the nation braces for another chapter in this strange saga, one thing remains clear. In Trump's America, the only real crime is damaging a Tesla. Trump demands Tesla terrorists be sent to Gitmo, suggests January 6 rioters deserve monuments. Mar-a-Lago, FL. Following his heated remarks on the Tesla dealership vandalism, President for life in his own mind Donald J. Trump has doubled down, calling for the so-called Tesla terrorists to be treated as enemies of the state. These people, they're worse than Antifa, worse than the radical left, worse than, well, maybe not as bad as windmills, but close folks, really close, Trump said during an impromptu speech at his golf course, pausing only to take a celebratory Diet Coke sip. I say, send them to Gitmo, Guantanamo Bay. They love it down there. Beautiful water, great climate, better than California. Tesla vandals face new charges. Elon Musk responds. The Justice Department, now fully staffed by Trump loyalists wearing matching back-to-back 2020 and 2024 World War Champs t-shirts, has announced sweeping terrorism charges against the Tesla vandals. Officials confirmed that no one was harmed, but a Model X suffered a devastating dent, prompting national outrage among Tesla investors. Elon Musk, never one to shy away from the spotlight, responded via X, formerly Twitter, writing, "I'm a free speech absolutist, unless you're setting my cars on fire. These criminals will be hunted down and trialed in space court." Rocket. Trump immediately praised Musk's response, calling him a genius, even though I liked him better before he started naming his kids like Wi-Fi passwords. Trump proposes national monuments for January 6 rioters. Meanwhile, as Trump cracks down on the Tesla terrorists, he's ramping up efforts to commemorate the true heroes of January 6th. "I'm thinking big statues, very classy, very powerful," Trump said. "You know how they have Mount Rushmore? I say we do something like that, but with the faces of my favorite patriots from January 6th. Maybe we carve it into the side of the Capitol? Beautiful idea, right?" Other rumored plans include the Jacob Chancer Memorial Freedom Horns, a 15-foot bronze replica of the QAnon shaman's headdress, installed outside the National Archives. The Ashley Babbitt Eternal Flame, though insiders say Trump keeps calling it the Ashley Babbitt Eternal Flamethrower, which is causing some concern. The Patriot Express Tour, where tourists can take a guided walk through the exact paths the rioters took during the Capitol attack, complete with VR headsets that replace police officers with deep state operatives. Trump threatens to defund the Capitol over officer complaints. When reminded that over 140 Capitol Police officers were injured on January 6th, Trump scoffed. "Maybe if they had just stepped aside and let my great people walk through, they wouldn't have gotten so tired, okay?" he said. "And by the way, these guys, complaining. I might just defund the Capitol Police. Turn it into a self-policing zone, like one of those anarchist cities. What it called, Chaz? Yeah, Chasington, D.C. I like it." Trump then teased his next big project, a reality TV show where former January 6 rioters compete in a series of challenges to win exclusive pardons. "It's going to be called The Patriot Apprentice," he announced. "They'll fight for the ultimate prize, an official Trump pardon, and a lifetime subscription to Truth Social. It's going to be Yuga." What's next? With Tesla vandals now labeled terrorists, January 6 rioters on track to get their own national holiday, and Elon Musk potentially being nominated as the new head of NASA, it's clear that Trump's second term is off to a historic start. As for the rest of the country, well, buckle up and maybe don't drive a Tesla. Trump signs Tesla Terrorist Act, declares Musk Secretary of Moon Colonization. Washington, D.C., formerly known as Chasington, D.C. In a late-night emergency press conference held in the Mar-a-Lago Tiki Bar, President Trump signed a new executive order dubbed the Tesla Terrorist Act, ITA, which officially designates Tesla vandals as worse than ISIS, but not quite as bad as Rosie O'Donnell. They're going straight to Gitmo, folks. No trials, no Miranda rights. We don't do that anymore. We're bringing back good, strong justice, Trump announced. And if I could, I'd have Elon build a SpaceX rocket and launch them straight into the sun. Maybe we'll do that. That'd be a good thing. Elon Musk, beaming next to Trump, called the idea an innovative solution to the criminal justice system and offered to personally oversee the process. "I would actually love to launch some criminals into orbit," Musk said, before clarifying. "Only the bad ones, of course, not Dogecoin holders." Trump then signed an official proclamation, making Musk the first ever Secretary of Moon Colonization, charging him with making the moon great again and building the first intergalactic Trump Tower. Trump unveils a January 6th theme park and Trump time zone, but Trump wasn't done yet. During the press conference, he announced his latest project, Patriot Land, the official January 6th theme park. "This is going to be the most exciting, the most patriotic amusement park you've ever seen," Trump declared. "It's got everything. A replica of Nancy Pelosi's office where you can put your feet up, a hang Mike Pence roller coaster. It's going to be wild, folks, just wild." Other rumored attractions include the Blue Lives Matter, but not that day, bumper cars, where guests can drive into fake riot shield while claiming it was just a peaceful tour. The Find the Real Antifa Funhouse, a mirror maze where every reflection is a deep state FBI agent. The Stop the Steal water slide, a massive, twisting slide that never actually reaches the end, just loops forever. As if that wasn't enough, Trump then announced his latest timekeeping innovation, the Trump Time Zone. It's a brand new time system, folks, because let's be honest, we don't trust clocks anymore. The media uses clocks. The radical left controls time. And quite frankly, we need to fix that, Trump explained. Under Trump's Standard Time, TST, January 6th is a national holiday that lasts for a full week. November 3rd, 2020, no longer exists. Trump's presidency is measured in forever years. The deep state stole 2020 from me, so we're erasing it, Trump said, throwing a clock into the Mar-a-Lago pool for dramatic effect. Capitol Police forced to sell insurrection souvenirs. Meanwhile, in an unexpected twist, Trump's newly defunded Capitol Police Department has been forced to fund itself by selling official January 6 merchandise. We didn't have a choice, said a visibly exhausted police chief. Trump turned all our pensions into NFTs, and now the only way we can keep the lights on is by selling stop-the-steal snow globes and replica gallows on QVC. Available items include the Tactical Patriot Starter Kit, includes zip ties, bear spray, and a pocket constitution you don't have to read. The Trump commemorative coin January 6th edition, only $99.99. Guaranteed to lose all value the moment you buy it. Capitol Riot Barbie comes with a tiny FBI informant Ken doll. Trump's next moves? Secede from the U.S., invade California. As Trump wrapped up the press conference, reporters asked what's next on his agenda. Well, I've been thinking, he said, rubbing his chin. California. I mean, do we really need it? They're doing weird things over there. I say we take it back. Send in the National Guard. Maybe deport Gavin Newsom to the moon. Elon Musk nodded excitedly at the idea, already tweeting, "Mission, Newsom to Mars rocket." And as the nation continues to spiral into absolute chaos, one thing remains certain. This is only year one of Trump 2.0. Buckle up, folks. It's going to be Yuga. All right, folks. That's a wrap for today's dose of hard-hitting, completely reliable, 100% factually incorrect news. If you enjoyed this wild ride to reality, or whatever's left of it, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell like it's a corrupt voting machine. Because remember, the truth is out there, but we prefer the fun version. Stay misinformed, stay entertained, and as always, if it sounds ridiculous, it's probably true. See you next time on Factually Incorrect 2.0.